I'm so sorry.
All right, that's enough. Let's see. Yeah, we have an hour to run through all of this pre-show stuff I have and then the bingo card. So here's how I was structuring the pre-show this year. Was because we're not gonna have time to like stop and list and go through every conference after they happen. I wanted to spend most of the pre-show talking about all of the news that was announced outside of the conference time and everything that was like announced or released, even some stuff in the last like few weeks. And the list just kind of grew in a non-important order. Let's see. I'm gonna leave the schedule up for a little bit, but the to start, because Sony isn't here, and frankly the only thing Sony would have had would be Death Stranding. I don't know where Ghost of Tsushima is. That's kind of the only thing left I'd care about.
Maybe it got delayed.
I wouldn't be surprised. It could be a PS5 title. I don't know if it would be a launch title, but but yeah. There was something else, wasn't there? Oh, Last of Us 2, right? Last of Us 2 was likely, it was delayed
Next
and
year.
it's likely because Death Stranding is coming out this year. And we had a release date trailer for Death Stranding that showed a little more resemblance of gameplay. There was UI, there were guns being shot. There was a ladder, wasn't there?
There was.
You had to build it. What was the word Kojima used to describe it?
Strands.
A strand system. There was something strand system.
He says it's a completely new genre. Like, I'm all for Kojima, but I'm pretty sure he's talking out his butt sometimes.
He didn't say genre.
He said it's a completely new genre.
Read his next tweet after that. So, the what it's meant to be is, I'll explain it. It's meant to be like the subtitle that Metal Gear Solid had, where it was tactical espionage action. That's what he's saying it is. Which isn't the same thing as just saying stealth. In that case, for Death Stranding, it seems more like a... not like, I guess, efficient escort mission. A little more, I don't know. It's still pretty vague to describe, I guess. Outside of like escort mission or walking simulator, but like with guns sometimes. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I kind of need to wait to see like actual either longer gameplay
Gotta
sessions
play it.
or
Gotta play it, yeah. I think that the trailer sold me a little more on it, especially like more interesting, the plot points of it and what's going on in it seemed a little more interesting now. But yeah, I would hope to play it.
It looks crazy as hell. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Here, but that's what happened with Death Stranding. Another trailer, and it's out at the end of the year, November, right?
I believe so.
Positive it's November.
Yeah, I think it's beginning of November. I think it comes out before Pokemon.
Yeah. So,
I want to say November 8th.
Before Pokemon, dead on arrival. Next, Xbox Game Pass is getting PC titles. And more than likely, more Xbox titles are coming to Game Pass. And I pulled that one up so I can have a reference. But the Game Pass is like a subscription service for games. It has some pretty stellar titles, but that ad is gonna play out loud, isn't it? So it's getting more PC games. Okay, they didn't give a list. All right. It should be anything that's like already an Xbox title that is also has a PC release already. But I imagine if anyone hasn't heard about them, what was happening is in the beta builds of Windows 10, it is able to run the file type of Xbox One games for certain ones. So it seems they want that level of compatibility with them for the Xbox games, is that those files just run on PC. And like I've mentioned before, probably one of the key titles that's, excuse me, in that collection would probably be like the Rare collection. Rare Replay. Be an awesome one to see that come to PC. That might even come to like other, like Switch.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how that didn't make its way to the Windows Store sooner.
Yeah.
Like, and then just come to Steam later. Like, that seems like a really obvious one to bring to PC as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Halo may come to PC before Rare Replay.
Sometimes they hate money, but sometimes it just, takes a little bit.
I guess.
But I mean, it's still even speculation, but I certainly hope it's coming. But that's it for that. We got a lot to go through, so we'll try to keep it quick. And some things will just be mentions because I don't think we have a lot to say on them anyways. Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters video game that came out on 360 and PS3 is getting remastered. And I think that's all 8th gen consoles and PC. And I remember hearing a lot of praise for it when it came out. People looked at it as just straight up a third Ghostbusters movie.
Well, that's how it was written, apparently.
Ah, yeah. That's what it was. And I heard it was respected in that manner.
I've never played it, though.
Yeah, I didn't either, but it was weird how interested I was in it for someone who didn't buy it.
Yeah, never played it, but I only really heard like good to great things about it.
Mm-hmm.
There was never like, oh, it's just a really shit movie game. It's like, no, it's actually really good.
Yeah. Next would be Lethal League Blaze is coming to Switch. I don't know what its status on other consoles were, but yeah, Lethal League Blaze is coming to Switch. We got
I still need to buy that game at some point.
Oh yeah, we need to do a community night with it sometimes. I was gifted it for my birthday, and yeah, that would make a sick game for a Saturday stream sometime.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Castle Crashers is getting remastered. The remaster is already out on Xbox One, and now it's getting put on Switch and PS4. And I'm not sure about the PC status of it, but if anyone hasn't played Castle Crashers before, it's a lot of fun. When it came out, or when they announced that, it was really weird that a lot of people said that Castle Crashers was their childhood. That seems like a young audience, because Castle Crashers is still like Behemoth, Newgrounds. Clean my glasses, sorry. So that's like, but yeah, that's great. Castle Crashers is a lot of fun. There was the rumors of the From Software and George R.R. Martin game. We'll go over what's been previously said. It started with insider rumors from like a couple months ago that From Software and Martin were working together, and then it was silence on both ends. Then Martin on his not blog, quote unquote, said that he was consulting with a video game company. Do you know why he calls it a not blog?
I have no idea. It's probably because of how he uses it, which is as a blog, but it's some inside joke that I'm not familiar with, because it's old. Like that site, if you go to it, it's very old.
So we got that to look forward to. Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, and Planescape Torment and Icewind Dale, are all getting console releases, and those are old school, like BioWare shit, like on PC only. Apparently there was a mobile version of them, and I would expect that the console versions are gonna be adaptations of that.
Excuse me, sorry.
Since they already simplified the controls for them. That's so like interesting for like our titles like that are so like PC legacy PC, and probably have higher quality ports than more recent Square titles. More recent than that, but not like recent to now. And the box art's here. I'm gonna pull up the box art because it looks really funny. Neverwinter Nights. It looks fake. It just straight up looks fake. Because it doesn't look like it should exist. And by all means, it probably shouldn't. While I'm working on that, we restreamed it. Actually, yeah, Destiny 2, it's getting its next expansion, a whole bunch of changes, going free to play. It's gonna be on Steam, and oh man, and a lot's coming with that. A lot of changes. We're seeing the effects of leaving Activision, but we did restream that, so that is already available as a video if anyone wants to hear all our thoughts on that. Trying to find a not small image. Why are all the images small? Newsweek of all places. I'm going to screen cap it. This is going to make a loud sound. Sorry, stream. Not too loud, but that.
I love the Shrek sound.
Yeah. I wish it was a little quieter. Here. This is what they look like. They don't look like they look fake. They just look fan-made. But no, they're real. So good. I'm curious about them. I'm
Twitch tours.
Curious about them. Here, okay. Shenmue 3 was delayed again. There was a that might be a little outdated, but yeah, if you guys want to hear. Let me screenshot what I'm looking at now. Shenmue 3 was delayed. There was a potential for it to have an Xbox One port, but I forget who the
I was about to bring that up,
publisher
but I wasn't
was.
sure if that's a leak.
No, it's not. Publisher is it not Deep Silver, right? The publisher said on Twitter, no, there's no Xbox One version
Sega.
planned. No, it's not Sega. It's not Sega.
The hell?
That's why it needed a. That's why it needed a Kickstarter.
Deep
yeah.
Silver.
Yeah, Deep Silver. So they confirmed that there is no Xbox One port coming. So it's just delayed. It would have been nice to hope it was delayed for that reason. And it would be a hope that development's going well. And hello, Mr. True.
Who needs it on Xbox when you got a PC?
Yeah, there you go. The ports of Shenmue 1, I don't think 2. Maybe it's both 1 and 2 are on PC. And they're not good.
Yeah, it was sold as a one package on PC.
Yeah, I've heard it's not good.
Oh.
Because what was it? I think it was Dreamcast emulation, actually, is how they run. So, and apparently it wasn't good. I mean, no one has figured out Dreamcast emulation, so there's that. Cadence of Hyrule is getting a June release. There were, and that was confirmed. I'm pretty positive that was a legit confirmation, because there were rumors of it. What is it? Looking at metadata of their website said, what is it? It said May, it said May, but they later confirmed and changed it to June for Cadence of Hyrule. Yeah, it was in that trailer. It was in the new trailer for it, where they confirmed that.
I didn't even realize there's a new trailer for that. Fuck, I need to search that.
Yeah. It came out the other day, like last week, and that was the release date confirmation. And that the new Call of Duty game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The new one.
Ugh.
Aside
I've got mixed
from
feelings on that.
yeah, aside from being a reboot, it's in a new engine, but it still looks pretty Call of Duty. It's a little cleaner. I hope the new engine has benefits to it with issues like not tick rate with Call of Duty, but something with like, you know, it favors people with more lag in online with how hit detection works. That would be one of my bigger complaints. But I mean, I played what is it, the original Modern Warfare, and I had issues with it recently.
Remastered or no?
Yeah, remastered.
Oh my god, I'll be right back and then I'll talk about Call of Duty.
Okay. Well, then we'll quickly move on to Blasphemous, which I don't remember. Steven, is Blasphemous a Metroidvania? Or have you read anything on it?
Fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember if it's just side-scrolling adventure platforming or if it is Metroidvania. Let me go search that up.
Otherwise, it looked fucking... It looks brutal as hell. But it's really cool. I think it's a little too much for me, but that's definitely some people's jam is Blasphemous and how it looks.
Oh yeah, I love the, like, just the overall art style for the game. I love.
Yeah.
But it is also extremely brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Punishing action platformer. It combines fast-paced, skilled combat of hack and slash with deep, evocative narrative core.
Wow. That's pretty bold to not be a roguelike or, even roguelike or Metroidvania. Because that's been a trend for a while, and it's hard to break because those games are fun. But anyways, what were you going to say about Call of Duty?
I was just gonna say that they're basically bringing back new or the same characters, but it's gonna be modern again. Modern for 2019 instead of 2009 or 2007, I think. 2009 was 2. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about that. 'Cause what's the point of bringing back those characters?
Yeah, I don't like.
I'm pretty sure they had an end, even though Modern Warfare 3 was poorly received across the board, because Infinity Ward wasn't the same.
Yeah, I don't know what they have to accomplish with it.
And that plays into Infinity Ward hasn't been the same for the last decade. So, what kind of game are they gonna create this time? It's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, like I don't hate if they bring back some of the old characters, like if there's like a reason, or if they can come up with a story reason to be like, oh yeah, they came back. But it felt
that's what I mean. It's just completely new. It's the same characters, but nothing else happened.
Yeah, Price's...
Like it's throwing the other Modern Warfares in the trash.
Yeah.
Price's ending was quite good, so to kind of force him back in is a bit awkward.
It's a huge mantle to take up, because if it doesn't live up to the original, then it's gonna be heavily criticized. Heavily.
Yeah. Yeah, they're asking for a lot with that.
And they also were advertising, oh, we're not going to do season passes or map packs or whatever, which also tells me they're doubling down on microtransactions. And who knows how bad those will be, because they didn't discuss the microtransactions. They just said there won't be season passes. Yeah,
I think they were maybe it was someone's speculation that like the multiplayer component would be free, or at least the battle royale component would be free. I'm not sure what it was. I don't even know if they're doing
battle royale again this time.
They probably will.
We'll
not that it's dying,
when they do their multiplayer reveal.
Yeah, it's not that it's dying, but it'll make a lot of money.
Right. We'll have to see what their plans are. Cause
I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow make it so Blackout can work from Black Ops 4, and it'll also work with new Modern Warfare, just to save them coming up with a new battle royale.
It's a different engine, though.
Yeah. It could have been something like, maybe going forward, it could be a service. I think that's how Metal Gear Online was supposed to be. and then it wasn't both times. But that would be something like it. But next was I'm gonna search this one so I know specifically. But Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. That's definitely how you say that.
What's that?
It was announced, and this is not the same as the one that was announced a while ago that they're doing. This is a different one.
Oh, it's not the one that got pulled off the Epic Store?
No, it's not that one. This is there's two of those games going on now, and this one was announced like last week. And I'm seeing what's okay. Is the latest undead game of the to be greenlit by Paradox is bloodthirsty narrative romp in the world of darkness, but is otherwise separate from Bloodlines 2. It's based on the 5th edition of the tabletop game, but like Bloodlines, it's mixing the format up a bit. It's an interactive story, says developer and publisher Drew Distance, with Telltale-style gut punches. That's about all the detail I have for that, because it's not Bloodlines 2, is what it is not.
I mean, can anyone provide a stronger gut punch than Telltale? I mean, they made you cry with Clem, and then they made you cry after they took their games off the stores.
I've been told the link wasn't expired multiple times.
I just created a no limit one that lasts for 6 hours right now. So I was like, oh.
Man, that's so weird, because everyone has different results when they click that link. Some people say it still works, some people said it doesn't. Probably should have changed it anyways. A new Need for Speed title is coming, but not at E3. But I don't even think they gave a name for it, but there is a new Need for Speed game coming. Let me see.
When's the last time they made a good Need for Speed game?
Far too long. Moving on. Since it's not even relevant to E3, it was a name drop, or it's a confirmation it's happening, and that's about it. Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger was announced, and that's the full name. I think I did forget a name, and then I think I forgot a word in the name, but Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger. And they're getting, I think they're getting further from Gunvolt himself in these games, but people don't seem to mind. But it looks like to be another Gunvolt game. I was cautious. I haven't seen any of the leaks that happened last night, and I'm cautious when trying to look up things from the pre-show in case things were said. But the Mortal Kombat DLC, I need you guys to help me remember these. The Mortal Kombat DLC was announced, and the ones I remember are Spawn and Sindel.
You've got Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung came out.
Sindel, Nightwolf.
Yeah, Nightwolf, that was the other one too. And then there are two more that are really obvious. The game is data mined, people know what they are. You might have joined too many Discords. I didn't know that was possible. I might start leaving some. But yeah, all that DLC is coming. And there was a lot more even in the data mine than the number that was given. Probably for later stuff or scrapped. I don't know. They should do what Crosstag's doing and just put every single name of a character they can think of in the file. 100 servers, damn. Huh. Dragon Quest Walk was announced, which is Pokemon Go, but Dragon Quest.
I'm sure it'll be a hit in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. It was only announced for Japan. I doubt it would get localized.
Also, the server link costume wasn't expired. Last Gogeta has too many servers.
I just said that.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, glad you're here.
Oh
Dragon Quest, go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest to sleep. It's always a verb that they end in. Like we said, Last of Us 2 is delayed. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated was announced.
I can't wait.
We'll let Pop talk about that for 10 minutes.
No, I'm not gonna talk forever. It's just Battle for Bikini Bottom remastered plus new content and multiplayer.
Yeah, they're adding
wait.
the fucking original cut content and then multiplayer for one aspect of it.
Like, it's a licensed game that's one of the, I think you call it a collectathon, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I always
that's
love it.
something to look forward to. There is not a good SpongeBob game for the kids to play, and then there's this one that we can enjoy too because childhood. I remember renting it. I rented it, but that was about it. Yeah, many moons ago. From Blockbuster, and you know, I played it for like 1 week and then never finished it.
Do you remember any of it or not really?
I feel like I would if I looked at gameplay.
Oh,
and
okay.
if they go with the art style that they showed, there's like in those I assume screenshots that are on like the Steam page. That's not the same cell shaded style, but I'm fine with how it looks. Looks a lot more modern.
Yeah.
Cell shading
Those look like
for like
pseudo screenshots though. I wasn't 100% on it. It looked weird.
I felt it was because like there's some different like textures that make it look like it's running in engine at least. I think at the very least it's in engine.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not either. If they change it up, that's fine because I don't think that old way they did cell shading aged well. Next was Darksiders Genesis, which is a top-down isometric camera RPG instead of typical Darksiders. If anyone is interested in Darksiders, I think it's a prequel. A lot of I thinks, but I'm pretty sure that one was a prequel, and that's coming to everything. I'm pretty sure, including
Stadia.
Yeah, including Stadia.
Already critically panned platform before it's even out.
And Destroy All Humans is getting remade, and I didn't read up on this one. I just saw, that was confirmed.
Did you see the trailer?
No, I didn't.
The trailer's so fun. Put it on stream, you'll love it.
All right, hold on. Here, I'll use this to do it. One second. Trailer. The port isn't on Switch? Okay. Why did that place mirror the thumbnail? Oh well. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, hold on. Get the ID. I don't know how the volume is, so just well, there's a limiter anyway, so interact. Play. Aw, they got us. Hold on. That was a bad link. There. Try this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's play.
Refuting any rumors of alien activity and labeling them communist propaganda aimed at undermining the American way of life. Ich will. Ich will.
What's it saying?
Ich will. Ich will.
Man, I love the early 90s. I mean, late 90s.
God damn, that's pretty good.
So is this what the game's about? Is a concert?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
It's about a lot.
Well, I can't wait to get this game for my kids.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, that's gross. Well, I watched it. Here.
It's a fun trailer.
Yeah, it is.
Fortunately, it's all CG, but it was fun.
Yeah. Won't see the game looking like that. That's alright.
There were screenshots somewhere. I forget what site they had them on though, but
Might
they
be
had
on-
in-game screenshots.
Might be on the Steam page. THQ is doing well now. Yeah, they ever since they got back and now they have this direction they're going in, and it's a pretty good idea. For some of those are gonna sell really well. Like SpongeBob's probably gonna sell really well.
So long as it runs well,
Yeah, and all that.
and
yeah.
as they said, it stays faithful. If
Yep.
it's completely different, people are probably gonna be like, ugh. That's the thing with licensed games, you never know.
Yeah. Next was Ukulele and the Impossible Lair was announced. And I mean, if they aren't even asking for money this time, are they? There's no Kickstarter.
No,
Don't
it's
believe
just a
so.
game.
They probably have someone helping afford that.
I'm sure there's a publisher somewhere.
Yeah. I did not. Let's see if let me see if a quick Google search helps. Because there's got to be someone helping out there. Team 17. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right. Yep.
The amount of Kickstarters that get publishers anyway is stupid, by the way. Just throwing
Yeah.
it out there.
Yeah, it's like it's more like they're asking for money so that they can afford to go to a publisher instead of publishing themselves. It's a little disheartening, but
Yeah, and it's not like all those games do it. It's just that the amount that do is ridiculous.
it isn't
Like,
like
that's why we always make fun of Tim Schafer. Like,
it's not much to get bent out of shape for, because it doesn't seem to affect the end product too much, because of course they're not going to any publishers like Activision or anything.
right? Yeah, it's not the massive one.
Yeah. Anyways, but that's about it for all of the pre-E3 news. Anything else that you know about that we haven't talked about? It's because we're going to talk about it during E3 before the conferences themselves. So, but that's all the news for things that are outside of E3. Localization and some things, but remember Shenmue 3. Oh yeah. Bloodstain makes me a little nervous because that's going between developers, not publishers. Anyways, now it's time to move on to the 2019 bingo card that doesn't have a watermark. Well, that's okay. So here's the bingo card for this year. We're expecting let's see, we'll have to run through this pretty fast. We're expecting at least 2 musical numbers. Maybe one will be at Bethesda again. Been at 1 at least Ubisoft. Let's see. Beloved series goes mobile. Mother 3 just because Reggie left. Nah, we've had Mother 3 there every year for the bingo card. So it's tradition to keep that on the bingo card. It might as well be the free spot. It's gonna happen every year. Anyways, Beloved series goes mobile. Dragon Quest doesn't count because that was technically right before E3. Mother 3. Nintendo racing game that's not F-Zero. That spawned from the Star Fox racing game rumors. And
Popcorn, real quick. I
just
haven't
be
been
really
able to
funny.
publicly tell you to go fuck yourself. That I can't believe you called the SpongeBob remake. I cannot believe it. I'm so upset. Is he here?
Yeah, he's
Damn it. Where is he? Where is that bastard?
scared.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye. Well, a good thing that wasn't a bingo slot. A surprise didn't leak. We haven't seen or heard anything about the Smash character, so that'll probably still be a surprise unless everyone's been guessing it. If it was something like that where everyone's on top of it, I don't think I would count it as a surprise, but there's more things than Smash. There's a lot more things going on than Smash, so that's anything could be that. Behind the scenes instead of gameplay, again, we might even tune into the E3 stream and see this. But it happened quite a bit last year, and it can happen where the game isn't far enough along to show any gameplay, like Anthem was in the year it came out. New Valve game is also always there. Less than half of EA Play is gameplay. We're gonna see that in like 20 minutes. If we tune in and we barely see any actual Star Wars gameplay, and it's just Andre is no longer hosting, so if it's just Greg Miller for like a half hour instead of the game, off-screen gameplay feed happens all the time. If Tifa wears a jacket when they reveal her in Final Fantasy VII Remake, if Splinter Cell is real, what is it, the one dude at Ubisoft who just like who just tweeted out, apparently he was a little intoxicated and said, "Fuck it, guys, yeah, we've been making Splinter Cell, it's almost here. Can't wait to show you it at E3." And then Ubisoft said, "No, there is no Splinter Cell game." So we'll see who's right. The G2B picks in Smash is, off the top of my head, Banjo, we got if we're counting our chat, Phoenix Wright, which I'd put that up there, yeah. If anyone in chat wants to throw out guesses, that counts too. But our biggest ones were, mine were like Battletoads, Shantae. Oh man, I gotta pull up the whole list. Is Mega Man X next on the Redemption arc? Oh, I hope so. I hope it's Mega Man X or Battle Network. I'm so hoping for that. I'm trying to remember the other ones we wanted. I can't remember the character Omnio wants because her name is... she's an assist trophy. Actually, she's not an assist trophy in... Saki Amamiya. That's who it was. That's who Omnio wanted. Dark Souls characters we've talked about. So there's a few. Skyrim again. I was really hoping that at Google Stadia they announced Skyrim. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't. Ami's a good one, yeah. Ami is a good call. I would not mind Ami.
Stadia was... We didn't really talk much after Stadia about like the actual conference or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty boring, to be honest. There wasn't a whole lot that happened.
Yeah, outside of the
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, those announcements that are multi-platform, but it's not like we want them to be some exclusive anyway, so it's fine. It's just some announcements, that's all.
But if anything, it just felt like one of the most corporate tone deaf.
Yeah.
Not understanding what we need to be convinced on conferences ever.
Yeah, they gave some information and it's still not just like, well, we'll need to see it when it comes out.
Yeah.
No technical difficulties with E3. Good luck with that, I think. Well, Sony's not here to fuck that one up, but it could still happen. We could probably tune in and there will be a hot mic going on right there.
You're gonna jinx it, because you know EA is gonna do something.
Yeah, probably. The, a new Sega PC port, because Sega's had, like, PC port. I think they started with, Bayonetta was one of the first ones in their series of PC ports.
Bayonetta, Vanquish.
Vanquish, yeah, that was, like, the first one, and then, like, recently it's been Catherine, which is because,
I can't wait to play that.
Sega now has more control over Atlas. Like, it's basically a part of it now, completely, 100%. So, we could see more Atlas games get ported to PC as well. But we'll see if there's a new Sega PC game that gets announced. Oh yeah, no, the Yakuza Kiwami 2 is the latest one. No technical difficulties with G2B. As long as I'm sounding fine right now, I think we'll be fine with that one. SNES Virtual Console Stealth release. They did drop some Persona sooner than later. Yeah, that'd be great if Persona 4 Golden can get a modern console port and not be stuck on Vita anymore. I'd love that. But yeah, SNES
There's Greg Miller.
Virtual Console release. We're almost through here, so I hope it happens. But they did already release some June games for the NES one, except they like suck. So if they wanted to drop some SNES games to make up for it, that's cool. The Capcom Redemption arc continues. If Capcom has a new game to announce, like we were saying, Mega Man X or Mega Man Battle Network. But I mean, I'll take any Capcom title. Any Capcom title will probably count towards that, but yeah, I would hope for more Mega Man. Bethesda apologizes. I don't think it's gonna happen, but there's a lot. And so it's also isn't a virtual console pay for Kid Icarus. Yeah, for some of those I would too. I think it's cool that a streaming service is there, and when they get more games that I actually want, I'll be cool with it. Gotta pay for the online anyways, so it's just like, at this point it's a bonus. But it's a pretty weak bonus at the moment because it's just emulation ROMs. And not for like the games you would want. And they aren't putting like many third parties on because they really can't, but Smash DLC is at another conference in case it's a third party and Nintendo wanted to keep up their surprises. That could happen. Square Conference isn't at every other one because last year they had almost every single trailer they had was at another conference anyways.
Except The Quiet Man, and we all know how that turned out.
Yep. Somebody explodes during
Quiet Man fell on deaf ears.
Somebody explodes, and that's likely gonna happen at Devolver. No Animal Crossing at all. Happy face. But we're all dead inside. And a PC title we care about is delayed. That would be a shame. Okay.
Shenmue 3. Wait. I don't think any
man.
of us care.
Nah, we're good. I think we're good. We have Yakuza. We don't need Shenmue.
Yeah, we don't care about Shenmue. Fuck yeah.
All right.
But I just want to already point out, now that we're done with the bingo, the interviews are outside.
Yeah.
This worries me.
Oh, they were last year too.
If they're gonna show people actually doing something with the controller.
Now let me do one more thing.
There.
Let me find the pillow. Huh, I lost my pillow. Oh, yeah, I lost my pillow gif. So I'm gonna use the sub badge one.
They have Golden Boy presenting some of the games, which is someone that's just everywhere now.
Yep.
I guess he's super safe, a super safe choice. That's what EA likes.
Yeah. To be fair, if you want a good presenter, Golden Boy's probably up there. It's one of your better ones.
He's a good, like, general one, yeah.
Yeah, it was gonna be him and Andrea, but she couldn't make it, so now it's Greg Miller. I'm worried about Greg Miller. He's got a lot to do this year. I don't want to see anyone else.
Used to it.
I don't want to see anyone. Well, so is Sessler, and I don't want to see anyone get like that state.